Aras and the Secret of the Whispering Woods. Part 1. The Fading Village of Light. Nestled on the slope of distant mountains, there was a place called the Village of Light, which took its name from its sparkling river and sunny days. In this village lived a curious boy named Aras. His greatest passion was drawing maps of places he had never seen. The walls of his room were filled with imaginary maps of mountains, where dragons lived, lost cities, and mysterious forests. But lately, a sadness had fallen over the Village of Light. The River of Light, the village's source of life, was receding day by day, its waters growing weaker. The river that once flowed with a joyful song had now turned into a tired whisper. The fields were left thirsty, and the animals grew weary. The smiles on the villagers' faces had faded away with the river's waters. Aras was very saddened by this. One evening, he knocked on the door of Wise Granny, the oldest and most knowledgeable person in the village. Wise Granny was a woman who held a story in every wrinkle on her face and whose eyes shone like stars. "Wise Granny," Aras said with concern, "what has happened to our river? How can we save it?" Wise Granny stroked Aras's head and sat him down in the old armchair by the fire. "Oh, my curious boy," she began, "the source of our river beats in the heart of the Whispering Woods, just beyond our village. According to legend, a magical crystal called the Heart of the Forest gives life to the river. When that crystal shines, the river flows strong. When it fades, the river falls silent. I am afraid the light of the heart of the forest is dying." Aras's eyes lit up. This was even more exciting than the adventures he drew on his maps. "Then we must go there. We must make the heart of the forest shine again." Wise Granny smiled. She took a small, smooth stone that shimmered like moonlight from her drawer. "This is the Hope Stone," she said. "It will show you the right way when you are lost. But remember, Aras, the Whispering Woods did not get its name for nothing. There, the trees talk, shadows play games, and your courage will be tested at every step. You should not go alone." Aras held the Hope Stone tightly in his palm. His heart was pounding with both fear and excitement. The next morning at sunrise, without telling anyone, he packed his backpack and set off towards the Whispering Woods. Part 2. New Friends of the Forest. When Aras arrived at the entrance of the woods, he took a deep breath. Giant trees covered the sky like a roof, allowing only slender beams of light to pass through. As the wind moved through the leaves, it truly seemed to whisper secrets. Trying to overcome his fear, he took his first steps. After walking for a while, he heard a rustle. A frantic squirrel, who couldn't seem to crack the nut in its paws, darted out from behind the bushes. The squirrel moved so fast that Aras named him Fidget. Aras smiled, sat down next to the squirrel, and took a small, hard stone from his bag. "Here, maybe you can break it with this," he said. Fidget, unafraid of Aras, took the stone and easily cracked the nut. He was so happy that from that moment on, he never left Aras's side. He climbed onto his shoulder and began to watch the path ahead. As their journey continued, they came upon a small stream. By the stream, a small, fluffy bear cub was crying, looking as if it had lost its mother. He looked very sad, but not at all scary. Aras slowly approached and offered him a piece of honey bread his mother had made. The cub hesitated at first, then sniffed the bread and ate it in one bite. This small act of kindness was enough to win the cub's trust. He started rubbing against Aras's leg. Looking at his soft fur and big paws, Aras named him Paw. Paw joined them helping to clear small obstacles from their path with his strong body and making Aras feel safe. As night began to fall, a wise voice called out from the branch of the oldest and largest tree. Who is this little traveler trying to find his way in the dark?" When Aras looked up, he saw an owl with large yellow eyes that looked like glasses. "I am Aras. I am going to find the heart of the forest to save my village." "I am wise owl," said the owl. "I know every path and every secret of these woods. I see a brave heart in you. I will guide you." And so, Aras continued his adventure with the clever and quick Fidget, the strong and loyal Paw, and their wise guide, Wise Owl. He was no longer alone. Part 3. The Three Great Trials. Wise Owl explained that the path to the heart of the forest passed through 3 great trials. Their first trial was the Singing Cave. The entrance to the cave was covered with magical vines that would only open when the correct melody was hummed. No matter what Aras tried, he couldn't open the vines. Just as he was about to lose hope, Fidget started tapping a rhythm on a branch with joy. Paw accompanied him with his deep, full voice. W.